Joe Budden talks about Lil Durk and the whole situation. If you're not aware, Lil Durk, apparently they're saying that he slid for Vaughn. Something that people have been talking about for the longest time. Found himself in a situation. I don't know if they're related. His brother in arms, one of his closest friends, an artist that he signed and was building, King Von, was killed. Was murdered in Atlanta. What year was that? I want to say like 2-3 years ago. Oh no, damn. 4 years ago. In 2020. Almost to this day. 4 years ago. Down in Atlanta with somebody who he had beef with for, honestly, when you really look into it, absolutely no reason. Like, there was no real reason for them beefing. It was just ego, hot-headedness, irrationality, ignorance, which happens to be a case in a lot of these life situations, especially that we found in hip-hop. Pointless. Absolutely pointless. Was killed. And if you listen to that music between King Von, Lil Durk, or the history coming from Chicago, you know that there's been a history of violence and murder, gang activity, all the aspects of gangster rap. You could hear all throughout Lil Durk's music, all through King Von's music. Some people say that they're rapping about real life instances. They would say it's just rap. But whatever, there's always that aura, that energy around that surrounded these artists and Lil Durk and Von of death and murder and violence. So naturally, with social media and the current state we're in, first things that are coming that you could find on the comment pretty much every single time he posted or every single day. When are you sliding for Von? Slide for Von. I thought you were a real one. Slide for Von. When we say slide, for the people that don't know, talking about go murder somebody for King Von's death. Go get retaliation. Go get revenge. This is what social media is. This is all you would hear about for years. And then one day, a friend of a person that they were supposed to have beef, of a person that was supposed to have been involved in the altercation and the death of King Von, his friend, cousin, brother, one of the others, somebody close to him, was murdered in LA by a group of people that seem to come out later, about 5 people from Chicago. People that were tied to Lil Durk, and that seems to be where we are right now. Things looking very grim and bad for him.
Internet, I got another rant for you guys. One of these clippers out there have put out the clip of me speaking when J. Cole featured with Durk and did that whole holy healthy shit. And I was like, I don't want to hear none of that shit with this health. Get J. Cole away from Durk so Durk can get back to killing. That's what I said. The internet people have chopped that clip up with my new commentary about what Durk is going through and said, look at Joe, and he said he wants J. Cole to get away from Durk because Durk needs to be killing again, and now he's so mad at Durk for doing all of the killing. Joe is a hypocrite. Yo. Hey, y'all niggas prove to be the dumbest niggas on earth every time I throw the ball your way. It never fails. So, internet, I'm here to tell y'all that I prefer to be, say it with me, a hypocrite Rather than, come on, losing street cred right now. Losing street cred right now.
Complicit.
Come on, internet. Come on, say it.
Complicit.
A murderer.
Yo, I rarely agree with you on anything, but I watched that exchange last, and I was like, yo, you're 100% right. Good shit.
Thanks. I don't be 100% right all the time. But the end of the year, y'all had it fucked up. I also want to reiterate that I don't condone niggas living their raps. Like, where I come from, you could lie in the rap. Nowadays, you niggas say, I'm gonna kill your whole squad and family, and then y'all go and do it.
And then put it
And then rap about it again. Right?
Yeah,
I killed your whole squad.
Yeah,
Right?
we just got this nigga whole family over there. It was Thursday, about 3:30. Yeah.
Facts. That is the absolute dumbest. The dumbest trend in hip hop right now. It's rapping about your crimes, rapping about what you will do, and rapping about what you did do, and putting it in raps and thinking that nothing will happen from it. That is the dumbest trend in rap. I thought everybody knew hip hop was hyperbole, that it was fake, that it was for boasting, braggadocio. While there might be people that were really from that element, most rappers were either making up things wholesale or telling the story of another person or just their neighborhood in general and being kind of like the hood reporter of that in that sense. But very rarely back in the day were they the ones actually doing the things that they said in their raps. But now, these young guys are really out here doing it. And it's kind of stupid. It is not even kind of. It is the dumbest thing that I've ever seen and the worst trend in the hip hop period. I thought everybody was in on it, like wrestling. We all know this is fake. You're a killer. Wink, wink. Like, it sounds great, but you're not out there actually doing it. But apparently, there's a whole generation that seemed to skip the fact that people were just out there rapping and telling stories.
Yeah, I think they should. I think y'all should stop doing
And they
that.
get mad when, see, that's the part that keep pissing me off.
Get him, Freeze.
I'm watching everybody say, oh, it's the blogger's fault. It's the blogger's
That's the
fault.
dumbest thing I've ever heard, but go ahead.
And I'm like, wait, excuse me? Yeah, y'all sitting there doing the feds' work. No, dummy. Y'all rappers are.
Now, I'm just going to be like this. If y'all really think the government, the states, these legal systems, these legal apparatuses are going to continue to allow you to say these things and admit to crimes and do things in these raps and not be used in the court of law, are foolish. It's happening. It's coming. It's on the way. They're already being referenced in trials. It's only a matter of time before they're legally allowed in court. And even if they're not legally allowed, they can bring it up. They can influence juries. They can mention them. It's just stupid. It's just stupid.
Are doing the feds' work.
That's both true, though.
Nah.
Yeah.
As bloggers can see it, the feds can see
Bring
it.
back poetic lyrics. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Bring back,
And
bro.
like the idea that the Fed, the police are following bloggers to get their information is stupid, because how are the bloggers, how are these video people on YouTube getting all this information? Because it's already out there. If you don't think the police are following these social media accounts, these live streams from these guys, and recording everything, we might be getting dumber. We literally might be getting dumber as people.
Marcus Records.
You think it took?
Put it in code where people can't understand.
You think it took one little blogger in his house
From
somewhere
Kansas?
to go put this shit
Hip hop police have been a thing before social media. Y'all just making it easier than ever before.
together for the feds to say, oh shit, that's what was going on. We got
a nigga saying caught him at the stoplight right there by the corner store on 13th Street.
Hey, I'm a Durk fan.
Fuck is we talking?
They all know. I listen to this nigga music all the time.
does?
I fuck with all of that shit.
Yeah.
I've been saying for months maybe longer than months, maybe a year or so. Is it me or does it seem like this nigga is trying to tell y'all, hey, I got my get back?
Right.
In mad verses.
Yeah, that's wild to me.
It's like I'm dying for y'all to know because again, internet comments and shit. You got everybody keeps saying every time Durk opened his mouth, it was slide for Von, slide for Von, slide for Von. So his way of, I gotta let y'all know, hey, I did that.
I'm gonna just be honest.
Yeah,
like,
I got something done already.
To me,
I'm gonna just be honest. Like social media, this whole clout culture might be the end of the culture. It really might, because this need for the clout, for the acknowledgement from strangers, from people that you don't even know, to keep up appearances to a degree that you never had to do before because you're constantly visible and people constantly have access to you through comments, DMs, and whatnot. And like the need to kind of feed that people, like feed that audience, is going to be the death of the culture. The fact that Durk felt a need to respond like that and was egged on by a bunch of anonymous people behind keyboards and phones is crazy. And I think this clout culture might be the end of everything.
Why?
This is the dumbest era in hip hop history.
It ain't just hip hop. It ain't just hip hop.
Well, you're right.
It's beyond
Street, hip hop, intersection, all that shit.
Facts. People been saying streets is dead for I don't even know how long. It's facts. Streets are dead. Social media is the death of all that culture. That could be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on where you're coming from.
It's beyond hip hop. This is this whole social media world we live in, where niggas are literally living for the
bots.
Clout.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is we can't feed it. So I mean, the solution to
don't feed the shit.
The solution to all this shit is don't kill people, right? I mean,
That's our baseline.
That's the baseline.
Yeah.
That's the
Not.
fundamental thing.
That's been happening forever. So no, I'm not gonna sit here.
That's still the solution. That's still the solution.
Yeah, but we still want to say,
right.
don't kill.
Yeah, it's been happening forever, but still, don't kill people. Maybe. I don't know. Stay out of prison. I don't know.
Kill
people, right?
Yeah,
I think
want to say
But
that.
if you do kill people, maybe you shouldn't go talking about the people you just killed and what you did.
But
and detailing what you did.
I just don't like to see the exploitation at the same time. You know what I mean? I know too many cats that's locked up for things they did, but also things they said. And if I just give you a classic example. I think I said my man, AR Ab, right? Whatever Ab did.
Who also went on to Vlad TV and basically spilled the beans about his entire illegal operation, empire, enterprise, conglomerate, however you want to say it, his whole illegal situations that he had going on. He basically spilled the beans, and they used that in court. They used that. Well, actually, I don't know if they used that in court, but they absolutely used that to investigate him. It was crazy when I first heard it, and surprise, surprise, he is behind bars for a long time.
It didn't do that ain't for me to say.
You friends with ARM?
Yeah, from Philly.
Yeah, it was a good guy.
From the hardwood to the horizon.
Good guy is a stretch. Like, that is doing a lot of work right there. Here, Ab is a good guy.
We were like 5 blocks from me. The AR Ab is responsible for whatever choices he makes. Mm-hmm. But if if AR Ab was sitting right here, or whoever, and they were saying some wild shit, I'd be like, yo, can we edit that?
Yeah.
That's the difference. Other people are like, yo, let's put that out. Let's clip that
clip
up.
it.
That shit'll go. That shit'll go.
That'll go. And all I'm saying is
Vlad TV.
let's not do that, especially if you are outsider to this culture.
All right, internet.
Something just happened.
This is so fucked up
Don't want you to kill each
because
other.
we don't want blood on our hands. We don't want to
Yo, I think that both parties have.
that they feed off. These people are addicted to predatory when certain people choices he makes. Mm-hmm. But if if AR Ab was sitting right here, or whoever, and they were saying some wild shit, I'd be like, yo, can we edit that?
Yeah.
That's the difference. Other people are like, yo, let's put that out. Let's clip that
clip
up.
it.
That shit'll go. That shit'll go.
That'll go. And all I'm saying is let's not do that, especially if you are outsider to this culture. Nobody should do it. But it looks even more predatory when certain people get these dickheads on. I'm not calling AR Ab a dickhead. That's my brother. But I'm talking about these other young cats who I don't know from these other cities.
Okay.
And they come on and they say wild shit, and these kids are doing it for clout, which is dumb. Again, they're the problem.
Okay.
I'm not saying they're not the problem, but I'm saying I don't think it's wrong to also say bloggers, y'all need to stop this shit too, because you're creating the thing that they feed off. These people are addicted to clout.
All right, but hold on. The fans eating this shit up. Mm-hmm. So if I let's say I'm the blogger and I'm interviewing these niggas, there's a reason why this interview with this commentary is doing what it's doing. Yeah. Because the fans are eating it up. And if I don't ask you these questions, it's another nigga that's going to do it.
You know what you sound like, though? You sound like Adam, and that was Adam's point.
I'm not saying
that was Adam's whole point, though. Look, everybody want to hear it, and if I don't ask it, other people gonna ask it.
Yeah, but Adam failed even doing that. So we shouldn't. He's the outlier. He failed doing exactly.
You get what I'm saying? But I just don't look at that as valid. I don't look at it as like saying, because if that was the old mantra, yo, if I don't sell them to Skag, somebody else gonna sell it. That's what I was going.
Yo, that was one of the smoothest shits I've ever heard. Jesus.
I say he's like a crack dealer.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Somebody
like,
gonna buy it.
I disagree. I think that I think both parties have a responsibility. Yo. I think that both parties have a responsibility, and which should just be smarter in these circumstances. My nigga,
but you can't market this shit if there's no market for it.
There's a market for it.
And so this is gonna fall if there's.
Marketing murder should not be a thing.
Right. But it is. So murder consumption shouldn't be a thing. Same reason why all these docs and shit are going around. It's going to be a thing.
Yeah, but Ice, this thing
because we want it.
Yeah, but
we can say this shit all we want. It's the same reason why the music do what it do. Why these niggas make it. It ain't just marketing. We buy it and listen to the shit. I'm telling y'all, I do it. Yeah, but I am a fan of. I love to hear when you niggas talk about killing each other.
Of course, at the end of the day, fans are what is driving this. Obviously, as you can see with the Durk situation, fans and the audiences that are listening to this, that are promoting this, that are tuning into this, that are like running your streams up, that are paying for this, are obviously the ones that are feeling this. Because if there was no money behind this, there's no audience hungry for this, people searching this out, obviously this wouldn't continue. But because there is, and because it is such a lucrative field, and like that energy is so big and is so sought after at the moment, of course it's going to continue. You keep feeding it. Keep feeding it. But that is something that I've always said is the difference between a true artist that is a hip hop act and just another rapper. A true artist can find a way to feed the people without resorting to the lowest base aspects of it. It's not hard to rap about murder. It's not hard to rap about like illegal shit. Like that has been done time and time and time again. You don't have to be an artist to do that. And while there are levels even within that kind of certain aspect of it, it's fairly easy to do. But that is the difference between true artist and just another rapper.
Yet I don't want y'all to kill each other.
And I used to love that shit too. Until they started actually killing each other.
That makes zero sense what I just said. Listen to what I said.
No, I heard you.
I love to hear you niggas talk about killing each other, but I don't want you to kill each other.
Because we don't want blood on our hands. We don't want to feel responsible for creating a market that makes that shit happen.
I mean, that is always an absolutely hilarious aspect of hip hop. Like, oh, why have to be like this? Why have to end like this? Well, you know, you're a fan, you're a listener, you're saying F63 or whatever. Like you're saying, like we smoking on Tuka, like y'all like fueling this whole thing, y'all making this go even hotter or even go like even crazier than it would have, and then be like, damn, I didn't think it was gonna die. I didn't think that was gonna come of it. Like y'all out here talking about, yo, Von's a killer, Von's the Reaper, Von is this, Von is that, and then be like act surprised when he gets murdered. You put that energy out constantly, you will find what you're looking for. It's just hilarious when like fans and audiences be like act so surprised when it really goes that way. Honestly, as you get older, you kind of like stop. Like I stopped feeding into it. Like I used to love that type of music. I still listen to that type of music, but far, far less than I used to. It only leads one way.
I'm with you, but I'm saying there are things that we say right now have a market that we would say we shouldn't have a market. For example, there are people out there who are child pornographers, right?
Yes.
There's a market for it. Correct. There's a huge market.
Yo, where is he going with this? Sheesh.
for it. It's a disgusting, terrible thing. But we wouldn't say, well, if niggas would stop wanting to buy it, they would stop making it. We say, no, this is so fucked up that we don't want people to do it, even though there's a market for it. I'm saying killing each other is so fucked
Absolutely.
up. So that's what I'm saying. I don't want to just blame the audience for wanting it.
Yeah, but we do have regulations in place for killing each other. It's called prison. It's called penalties. Like it's a crime. What he's talking about is, I guess he's saying producing child pornography. Yes, producing it is illegal because that's not victimless. There is a victim in that case. It is not a good comparison because in hip hop, you can talk about murdering somebody. You can talk about doing something. You can talk about all these things because there's not necessarily a victim. It's just speech. It's just speech. And you get a lot of creative freedom in music when it comes to your speech. And I do think that is something that needs to be protected. The problem is that speech that is happening now is correlating directly to real life actions that have happened or that are going to happen. And they're admitting it in their raps. So that line between art and creative speech and real life crimes and is blurring and basically disappearing with a lot of these rappers out there today. And that is the main issue.
I want to jump in to say, back to Park saying, can we bring back poetic bars? I would like people to start being...
They're there. They haven't gone anywhere. You might have to look for it. You might have to find it. It's not what's being pushed, but it's never been what's pushed. Let's be real. It's there. The problem is that there's such a massive deluge of music on a constant basis, especially in hip hop, because it's so easy to put out, that it's much harder to find and break through the noise. And there has to be a desire on a personal basis to want to feed that to yourself and feed your soul with that. And as a culture as a whole, we are far from that point. We like feeding ourselves with poison and bullshit. And there's always going to be out there to push poison and bullshit. It's the same thing that happened with drugs and drug dealing and all those addictions and everything else. You're feeding yourself with poison, but it's what you want. So somebody's going to be there to serve it. Period.
creative in how they describe killing people versus detailing actual murder plots that are happening, one.
Yeah.
And two, Durk aside, because again, he'll have his day, and I don't know that they have a smoking gun case against him, so I don't want to add to whatever's going on with him. However, the video I seen of them dudes in LA shooting at a gas station at 3 p.m. or broad daylight, hey, pop culture and hip hop to the side. I'm saying, as a nigga that gets gas, I don't want those people around.
In the tank by my car.
I think that would be unfair for.
Get the motherfuckers away from me. Facts. I think that is one aspect, especially of like the culture and like urban hood culture, is that as predatory as people can be in that situation, there are as many people that do not want to be around said person or said people. But because of their circumstances, they have no choice. We ain't happy. I ain't trying to be around shootings. I don't want to get shot up. Like, I don't want to be around nowhere near around that. Hearing it in song is different than being right next to it. He right. I don't want them nowhere around me. Cool song, though.
But a person with a family that's just pulling up to a gas station to refuel and go get their kid from school or some shit.
Get some for their kid.
Some idiot at 3 o'clock starts shooting at the fucking gas tank. I think that's bullshit.
Wow,
when the DC sniper shit was going on, say what you say about him. Anytime he did that at a gas station, boy, was I mad.
Bro,
I was mad. And that shouldn't happen to just people trying to get gas.
And that's the point to, I don't want to, bring up last week pod, but that's part of the point. Like, yo, dog, you have to have some level of humanity and decency. Even if you killing somebody, kill the right motherfucker, my nigga. You putting 70 other motherfuckers' lives in danger, other people's kids in danger, niggas' wives in danger. Like, that shit is just reckless.
Well,
it is.
Don't kill.
I'm saying,
but if you
do,
are,
I mean, we out here talking like, I hate this talk. Like, we talk like you like could be the Italian mob and the mafia and be able to kill with integrity and never kill women and children. First of all, they broke those rules all the time. Second of all, those days are long, long over. The government is making sure that it will never let those days come back. And third of all, while it may have started that way, they devolved to butchery at the end of the day. Violence only increases violence, period. Period. It's like you just kill somebody and it's over. No. The get back is gonna come. Like, it's only violent begets violence. It's just facts. If you resort to violence as your only way of resolving things, it's only going to continue.
Yeah,
Man, niggas is going to
We got to be careful with our shit.
Fuck, yeah.
There's somebody listening
True,
right
true,
now.
true, true. No, I'm not saying it like
that's
that.
Contemplating,
Right.
got shit on their mind.
Yeah, like, yo, dog.
we
Gotta
want
be
to
precise.
want to be
this is how it's-
responsible.
This is how it's designed, though. That's it. It's designed like that. It's designed for the murder shit, all that shit, criminal shit. You going outside and talking to the gangsters or niggas is killing niggas. The fucking algorithm and the views skyrocket. It's designed that way. Niggas know that. So when niggas see that and they get them attention, they're gonna keep doing it because
Guess what?
a lot of us are
Guess
attention
what
whores.
attention they got now?
But niggas don't
Yeah,
think about that
them
in the moment.
CEOs.
Yeah,
I know.
Niggas don't think about that in the moment. You know what I'm saying?
But listen, when there's some places down south where getting gas is dangerous now. Like when I go to South Carolina, I don't fill the tank. I don't stop at that corner. What is a Checo, whatever that corner gas station is, with the mad pumps. All the shit with 12 pumps.
Fam,
I'm not stopping there, yo. Hey, I'm looking at the rent-a-car say, don't bring it back without it full. Bitch, I'm driving right by
Oh, no, no, no.
Espresso,
No, no, no. You
whatever
know what
that
happens?
is.
Prepay that shit.
They always got an airport. Now they always got a gas station right by the airport. And the airports don't be in the slums. So go ahead. You're going to pay an extra couple dollars.
I drove to Columbia Airport with my mom sleep in the front seat, trying to do the right thing. Got out. Got to be what? The flight is 6, so you're talking 4:30 now. Walk in. Oh shit, yo,
Nope.
Oh, see, that's different.
I'm out.
Or I noticed one time like a dun.
Okay. So, I mean, in summary, the worst part about this whole situation and Lil Durk situation is that it's stupid. Just the absolute stupidity of everything. Because Lil Durk, he made it out. He made it to a level that he could only dream of, that people spend their whole lives chasing. And he made it. He was successful. He was famous, rich. Didn't have to do the things. Didn't have to be around the things. Could show his kids and his other people a better way of life. And what'd he do? If the allegations are true, it's a Fed case. It's going to be very hard to beat. But if the allegations are true, what did he do? He fell right back in to the bullshit. To the shit that he spent his whole life trying to get out of. He fell right back into it. The ignorance. And for what? For what? Absolutely senseless, pointless. And honestly, one of the worst parts about this is that his dad, who spent 20 something years in prison, who was also involved in gang culture and whatnot, did some things that were not the best examples for his own son, is now going to have to watch his son potentially spend the rest of his life in prison. And he made it. It's a never-ending cycle, and it gets tiring and exhausting, and it seems to be only getting stupider and stupider in the things that people get involved in, and it's sad. Sad. So I don't know. I don't really know where this Lil Durk situation, but like honestly, to me, he's more of a symptom of where the culture is than like a proponent of it. And it's unfortunate. Mr. Hip Hop Head, Sub Fearless, what up, man? Rap's not selling. We just did a whole kind of coverage of it I didn't say this. It was Tusi saying this. He said that rap is no longer selling and that there's no more money in rap and that people aren't buying tickets to concerts. But basically, my whole summary is that like it's selling. It's just not certain artists. I feel like you have to put the work in. You have to actually build something instead of just having a viral moment to have a consistent fan base and have people buy a ticket, which tickets are now like pushing $150, $200. I'm not going to see somebody who's got one song. But rap's selling. Tyler the Creator just sold, he's pushing 400,000 on his album. So like it's selling. Just people are far more discerning about like what they actually decide to listen to. And Southern rap is killing hip hop. Yeah, it's been killing it for quite a long time.